Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy Jay Mason inside the Time Machine on WUAG 103.FM, playing the best of new and old school hip hop, R&B, and everything else in between. With me on the phone right now, I have Timmy Gatling, one of the original members of the New Jack Swing pioneering group, guy, solo artist, and he's written various songs for Bell Biv DeVoe, among others. Mr. Gatling, welcome to the Time Machine.
Hey, how you doing, Jay? How's everything going with you?
Everything's going lovely in the Carolinas. This is a mild, crisp, cool autumn day. So how's things going out in Cali?
Everything is fine. It is sunny. It is nice. I'm working, so that's good.
All right, so you're on your grind right now.
Correct.
Understand that. Now, tell the people, when did you get your start singing?
Oh, well, I'm from New York City, in Manhattan, and Teddy and I, we were young kids together, and we used to, get involved in a lot of local concerts, a lot of local shows out in New York, and we just loved music, and we got our start when a guy by the name of Gene Griffin discovered us singing. We used to be part of a 9-piece band, and then all of a sudden, he picked the three members out of that band out, and it was myself, Teddy, and a guy by the name of Jarrell Henderson, and that started Kids at Work. That was on CBS Records, and that's how we got our start singing.
Okay, that record is actually on eBay right now with singing Hey Yeah. I mean, if you go on eBay, you can see yourself and Teddy looking all young with the Jerry curl juice dripping in the tight stirrup pants, singing Hey Yeah. This was before y'all definitely hit puberty.
Exactly. That was a long time ago, yeah, but that's how we got our start, And back then it was like, it was for our parents and stuff. It was like a new beginning, and it was amazing. So that was good. That started everything off.
Right, and I believe Gene Griffin, he was like doing this thing with, I believe, Sunny Records, and the record they helped put out was I Wonder Why He's the Greatest DJ, I believe.
Exactly, In Deep, yeah.
Okay, and In Deep, yeah, they were the same group that did Last Night the DJ Saved My Life, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Same group.
All right, same group. Now, how did the formation of Guy come about?
Well, the formation of Guy came about as we got older and we moved from into young men. Teddy and I went off, and even though we still remained close friends, we went off into different endeavors. And Teddy started to produce a lot of rap groups. He did Kumo D. He did Raps, a New Generation, and he was doing Heavy D at the time, and with massive beats. But I was also writing R&B for other artists like Orange Juice Jones and the Foursome D's, and so we decided that let's hook back up and see what we could come back up with. See if we was really interested in putting together a group again. At that time, Jarrell Henderson, who wanted to pursue his solo career, left the group because he didn't want to really be confined to what Teddy and I was trying to do. And so I found a guy named Aaron Hall in Brooklyn, New York, who worked at a shoe store, Abraham and Strauss. And at the time I was working there as well in the ladies' shoe department. And he sung for me, and I discovered him, and I brought him to Teddy, and we all had a meeting, and we all met up, and then I was the one who wanted to put the hard rap, riveting beats with the writings of R&B music and see how it would work out. And I think Guy was one of the first R&B acts that really did that. They had that hard rap beat with the R&B singing.
Right, definitely was, because R&B prior to Guy was very plush, very Urban AC, Luther, Anita Baker, Freddie Jackson.
Exactly. You know your stuff. And so, us being young, we loved R&B music. We loved all those acts. We loved R&B period. But we just wanted it to have a little more edge. We wanted it to be hard. We wanted it to define where we were coming from. So we just added that. We combined what Teddy was doing with my writing skills and with Aaron vocals. And that started, God blessed us, and that started something brand new.
Now tell me about some of the songs that you wrote for Orange Juice Jones and Foursome D's.
Well, I wrote for the Foursome D's. We did a song in a movie called After 12. I did a ballad on their record. And then for Orange Juice Jones, I did If You Don't Want Your Money, Honey, for Orange Juice Jones. And then from there, we did I'll Be Sure. We did If I'm Not Your Lover. From there, we just started writing for other people. And then we, and in that process of Guy really hitting, we didn't expect, we knew we was going to have some success locally. We was always confident that we were one of the baddest young bands out because it just wasn't a farce. We actually played our instruments. Like, I'm a bass player, keyboard player. Teddy was a keyboard player, a phenomenal keyboard player. And Aaron played keyboards. A lot of people don't know Aaron is a great keyboard player as well. So you had three musicians, young musicians, who also sung and had a flair for style. We didn't have a stylist. No one put us together. We loved to dress. We was right in the crust of what was happening in New York at that period and that time.
Right. So tell me about the making of the Landmark debut album, which I believe came out in '88, right?
Correct. March of '88.
March of '88. It had the hits Groove Me, I Like. Pretty much that whole album was like hot from front to back, A side to B side. And like when Groove Me came on, a lot of people probably thought, hey, this sounds very similar to the Gap Band, because Aaron's vocal styles was very similar to Charlie Wilson.
Well, that's what we didn't intentionally wanted to go that way, but when I met Aaron, I mean that's immediately who he reminds me of. I mean, immediately, and not just singing like Charlie Wilson, but capturing the essence, the whole style. As soon as Aaron opened up his mouth, it was like, bam, that was it. I mean, you couldn't go around it. So what Teddy and I tried to do is not move away from that and not try to hide it, but just bring a new element to it that if the Gap Band were to put out a new record, this is what they would do, and that's the direction we moved in.
Now, the first record, basically Landmark, and when it comes to the album cover, it's you, Aaron, and Teddy, and then once we see the Groove Me video, Aaron's brother Damon was in the video. Now, tell me a little bit about that situation.
Yeah, and that was hard. It was heartbreaking for me because Teddy and I, you have to remember, Teddy and I have been together ever since we was 11 and 12 years old, and it was very heartbreaking for me because I didn't want to break up. Everybody getting the story twisted of how I actually left. I left because it was almost forced out by the manager because I didn't agree with a lot of what Gene Griffin, who was the manager at the time, was manipulating the group and wanted us to do. And I was even back then, I was very contract savvy. At the point in time, I was the head of the group. And so as soon as we signed a contract with Andre Harrell, as soon as we put our names on the dotted line, immediately the power of the power of command started to change, and Gene Griffin started to become a lot more vocal, a lot more wanting to be a part of it, a lot more. I didn't agree that Gene Griffin was a part writer on songs. He didn't write anything. Why is he a part writer on our songs? And for some reason, he started to spend a lot more time with Teddy, and him and Teddy started to partner up on a lot of things that shouldn't have been at that particular time, and I confronted them on it.
So basically, it was like, they were in cahoots, and you kind of like caught their hands in the cookie jar.
Exactly. I mean, immediately I did it, and so he didn't like it, and so him and Teddy, at the time, Aaron was very neutral. I mean, Aaron been waiting for success for a long time because Aaron was a year or two older than Teddy and I, and so he was neutral. He didn't know what to do or what to say. He was just hungry for the success. And Teddy, at the time, I was real surprised at the time that Teddy went that route because Teddy and I was close, like brothers, and but Gene was older, so he knew how to manipulate the situation, and that's what happened.